Hello everyone, welcome to match day 2 of the La Liga Smart Bank season. We're away from home today against Real Oviedo, and no more transfers were made between now and when we last met. The transfer window has now closed, so the squad that I introduced you to last time is the squad that we're going to be using right up until the beginning of the next transfer window in January. Let's have a look at the game plan for today, and you'll see that there's no need to make any changes. Everyone is fit and raring to go. I'm not going to change anything. I think that everything worked out quite nicely last time. Obviously, we've got an awful lot of work to do for all of these players to start being able to work well with each other. You can see the heat map here. It's starting to develop nicely, but players like Bonaventura and for some reason Javi Montero still not quite gelling. So Victor Malejo, strangely, is another one of those players who's not. Meanwhile, Jetro Willems and David Carmona doing very nicely indeed on these flanks. So anyway, let's get on with the game. There's no need to hold back any further. It's blues versus greens. We're going to be using our forest green away kit today. A lovely variation of the shade of green, certainly nicer than the green abomination that we used to play with when we were at Newcastle. But of course we had a lovely orange shirt that we could use when we were there as well, so there you go. So here we are, we're at Oviedo's home ground today, which is the Carlos Tartier. Oviedo applauding their home fans. Hopefully today we can enforce the kind of silence which was brought about at the very end of yesterday's game, where we conceded that last minute free kick. It was a lovely free kick, but the deflection did us no favours whatsoever. Here we go, off and running. We're going to be shooting right to left in this first half. And despite dropping down the difficulty level and having a lot of opportunities, we still found it relatively difficult to score a goal. So the challenge is still going to be there for us. We're still going to have to work our way through this league. As Shibazaki brings the ball forward, moves it out to Bonaventura. He's got runners to the left of him. Willems bringing the ball up the left-hand side, looking through the centre, plays it into the box. Berg looking to get onto it, not managing. Galoppo. Bonaventura. Shibazaki back into Galoppo. Couldn't get his shot away though, and the ball is cleared up to Balde. He's relatively on his lonesome, manages to find a man out to the right in Putsila, but Willems dispossesses him quite handily, and Montero now bringing the ball forward. Momo making a pain of himself for the defender there. It's put out for a throw-in. Bonaventura on this left-hand side can look to pop one into the box. It was a decent floated effort, just nobody underneath it, unfortunately. Barros to German Sanchez. Ayala moves it out left to Mossa, who hits a fantastic crossfield ball all the way to Putsila. Brilliant spread of play there by Oviedo. They've got some fantastic passers of the ball in their team. Vallejo picks up the ball. Here's Shibazaki on the overlap. Plays it through to Berg. And he's offside. It won't count. It's a real shame, because it was a sublime finish under the body of the goalkeeper. Deportivo just showing they have teeth. Javi Montero looking to win that header, can't quite get under it, but it finds its way eventually to his partner at centre-back, Peru. Here's Momo, into Berg, shot just wide. Momo doing a good job of holding the ball up there, just knocks it to his left, to his strike partner, but Berg unable to get it on target. But again, chances coming the way of the away team. Momo dispossessed there. Very physical challenge. Argument for a foul, perhaps. Bonaventura trying to keep up with Pucia, not managing it. Galoppo doing a great job winning the ball higher. I was going to say high up the pitch, but he wins it in his own half, of course. Victor Malejo through to Berg, who takes a good first touch. Lays it off to Carmona. Knocked into the box for Momo. Carmona on the ball again. To Shibazaki. Takes a hit. It wasn't far off, the goalkeeper having to pull out a save. And eventually it's cleared into touch by Oviedo for a throw-in to Deportivo. Here's Willems. Throws it in nonchalantly to Galoppo. Bonaventura on the right-hand side. Sorry, the left-hand side, not the right. Get your left and right mixed up. That could be a recipe for disaster, especially if you're driving. Here's Putzilla on the right-hand side of the Oviedo midfield. Plays it back to Jones Sastre. Another beautiful crossfield ball, but this one just a little bit wild, and it ends up going out for a throw-in to Deport. Malejo into Shibazaki. Here's Berg. Loses out. He's being double marked there. He's going to find it difficult if they continue to do that to him. Malejo and Momo doing the legwork, trying to chase the ball down. Here's a long ball forward. Willems tries to get to it first, but can't quite. Galoppo picks the loose ball up though. Into Berg. Momo. Back to Berg. Oh, that's fantastic from Berg. It's his first goal of the season. It was a nice sidestep on the first touch that opened up the room for him to take the shot. Here you go. Ball played into him. Moved off to the left-hand side to open things up for him. And then somehow managed to squeeze it into the bottom corner. Just crashing off of the inside of the post on the way into the goal. It's 1-0 here to Deportivo La Coruna. They're looking to get their season underway. And this could be the game that does it. Herrera back to Barros. Nice triangles being formed by Oviedo here. Momo read that one pretty nicely though. And he finds Bonaventura. That pass took a deflection and it ended up back in the possession of Oviedo. Barros into Herrera. Out wide to Putzilla. The battle between him and Willems has been an interesting one so far today. Don't understand what these referees and linesmen are seeing, but I don't think that there was a foul there. And laughably, the Oviedo player is asking for a yellow card. Free kick on the 43rd minute. Putzilla standing over it, floats it into the box. Peru's underneath, doesn't get his head to it, but manages to get in the way of the player that does. And it floats over harmlessly. Jimenez with the restart just passes it out to Peru on the right hand side, who finds David Carmona down this right flank. Plays it into Shibazaki. Can't quite get to it. And there's the half-time whistle. Deportivo taking a deserved 1-0 lead into the half-time break. It's been a good, solid game of football for the visitors. Oviedo have done their bit as well. But at the break, it's Real Oviedo 0, Deportivo La Coruna 1. Didn't realise we were still on counter-attack. That could explain why some of the things that I'm used to doing with this formation aren't really working out for us. Let's see if changing it to possession-based in this second half can deliver the more fluid football that we're used to seeing from these teams. Oh my word, what a start! What a start to the second half. Momo and Berg get each other. They absolutely get each other, and Berg celebrating with some rather awful dancing. It's a lovely 1-2 between the players, and Berg just ghosts between the centre halves and puts the ball into the same corner that he finished off the first effort with. It just looks so easy when they do it like that. Vallejo wins the ball. Bonaventura into Shibazaki. Here's Vallejo. Berg over the top for Momo. Oh, it's free. It's oh so simple. Beats the offside trap, takes the touch, and has all the time in the world to find the finish. Goal scorer turns provider for the third effort. It's Oviedo 0, Deportivo La Coruna 3. And we've only played 5 minutes of this first half. He evades challenge of Carmona, but Peru manages to win the ball nicely. Berg into Momo. Back to Berg. He can't escape the attentions of the defenders, but he does win himself a free kick. Montero into Galoppo. Finds Vallejo, who lays it off to Carmona. Into the box, Berg. Oh, it's just wide. Such a stark difference between top player and superstar. You'd think there should be more of a gradual difference, really. Here's Galoppo. Finds Vallejo. Shibazaki. Bonaventura. Momo. Tried to find Berg. Couldn't quite make his spin off of his man. Ball forward to Omar Ramos. Gonna look to put it into the box here if he can beat Carmona. He can't quite manage it, but a free kick given against the Spanish fullback. It's going to be a free kick in a dangerous area for Oviedo. Garcia plays it into the box for Ayala, gets his head to it, but Jimenez able to gather it easily before playing it out to Montero. Bonaventura now, oh, and he's racing away from his markers. Vallejo couldn't find the finish, But it was a wonderful counter-attacking move by Deportivo. He's got his head up the whole time looking for the pass. Vallejo just couldn't find the finish though. Change being made by the away team. Shibazaki leaves the pitch and John Joe Shelby enters the fray. Exciting young English talent who was identified by the Deportivo manager in the youth team as being a player who had a real future at the club. Javier Montero is unusually far up the pitch here, looking to advance the attack, and eventually he does retreat to his nominal position of centre back. Ramos doing a good job of holding the ball up here, plays it back to Ayala, out to Ramos again, looking for the cross. There it is. Jimenez just gets to it ahead of Balde. Bonaventura. Here's Shelby. Just dispossessed a little bit easily there. Bonaventura into Momo. That's the wrong ball, really. Berg's never going to be able to beat his man from a standing start like that. But Momo's back on the ball. Oh, he tries to cut inside one man, can't manage it. And they're in behind the left back. Putsila holds it up for a second, and unfortunately for him, it's a second too long. Putsila, Sanchez, and Jimenez holds the ball well. Oh, that's a foul. Looks like Berg could be in some discomfort here. He's holding onto his knee. The referee doesn't seem to be interested in brandishing a card, but this looks serious for the Swedish centre forward. He's only just found his shooting boots, and now he's been injured by a reckless tackle. You just hope that he's not going to be out for too long with this. No point in taking any risks though. Berg will come off permanently, and Longo come on in his place. Also, we'll give a debut to Yarmolenko, who will be playing in the left wing forward position here today. Montero with the restart, just gives it short to Galoppo, out to Willems here. Tries to find Yarmolenko, but the pass is a little bit too short. Another brilliant switch of play, but it's intercepted by Carmona. Although it only really results in a throw-in to Oviedo. 3 minutes of time have been added on here. Oof. That one goes right into the face of Vallejo. Shelby looks to track down Ramos. And that is the final whistle. A much better result for fans of Deportivo today. It ends here. Real Oviedo 0. Deportivo La Coruna 3. A brace by Berg. And a goal by Momo, giving the away team a convincing margin of victory. And Berg was after that particular corner of the goal all night long. So there's the stats, and you can see Oviedo had their chances but couldn't take any of them, unfortunately. The story couldn't be more different for Deportivo, though. They only had 4 shots on target, but 3 of those ending up in the back of the net, as well as a disallowed goal early on, which was struck from the record thanks to an offside decision against Berg. Speaking of Berg, he gets the Man of the Match award, only just ahead of Momo, who had 2 assists and a goal to his name. Shelby coming off the bench to give a 4.5 performance. This highly rated youngster not delivering yet, but hopefully in the fullness of time he will find his feet. Here's the rest of the results from match day 2 in La Liga. Smart Bank Lugo with a 2-0 victory over Alcorcón, who held Deportivo to a draw last time out. Fuenlabrada with a 1-0 victory over Elche. Tenerife and Real Zaragoza at the bottom there, holding each other to a draw. Las Palmas with a very impressive 4-1 victory over Albacete. See how that leaves everyone after 2 games played. And Deportivo much healthier looking now, up into 4th place with 4 points from 2 games, 4 goals for, 1 against. Tenerife just falling below them thanks to the fact that they have a slightly worse goals conceded average. Well, that will do it for another round of Pro Evolution Soccer 2020 action on the channel. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.